Rumors can spread like wildfire. No matter the material, it seems that everyone needs to know everything at any moment. My experiment attempted to grasp understanding of this concept, tracking down the origin of a rumor to its very creation. If you were a student participating in this experiment, this is the video explanation you have probably been waiting for. Utilizing 6 groups of students, I separated each into either Group A or Group B students. Group A students were given a presentation filled with falsified information on either interesting or controversial ideas, such as those I'm showing right now. My hope was that at least one topic would resonate with each individual. I figured that spanning from auto insurance, and money of course, to human sperm being used as a preservative, to even the First Lady being quoted with classist beliefs, etc., would offer a wide range for the participants to react to. After allowing a week for this information to simmer within my hopefully receptive audience, I gave the students in both groups a quick assessment to see if any information had spread from one group to another in hopes of tracking down why that particular piece of information was shared above the rest. At the beginning of the experiment, an initial assessment was given as well to get an average baseline for later reference. Students were given an opportunity to rate questions on a scale of 1 to 10, as well as give commentary regarding their answer if desired. Once the final assessment was given, the results were interesting to say the least. In the typical sense of psychology, they decided to not follow the pattern I had originally desired. Instead, these results told a different story. First, let's take a look at what did happen. This chart shows the average rating given for each question. Before we take a look at what exactly each question represents, it's important to first analyze the data for any important events. Your ratings told a large story about what happened here. Whether they stayed about the same or changed dramatically, these numbers were the basis for this experiment. As we can see, for questions such as question 1 or question 2, there was no major difference in the rating that participants in Group A gave, Group A being the group that was given the presentation with falsified information. However, for questions such as question 3 and question 7, there was a significant difference in ratings given. Significant meaning about 15%, or above. These flagged that something happened here. Taking a look at the questions that correspond, we can see that questions 3 and 7 were related to Melania Trump's approval rating and Dasani water bottles, respectively. Next, we should take a look at the results for Group B. As seen in this chart, which represents the average ratings for each test question as well as the percent change observed, a significant difference lies within the flagged average percent changes as questions 5 and 7 had a change above 15%. So, you may be asking, what does all this mean? And to put it simply, when ratings stayed about the same after the presentation had been given, the information was either not taken seriously or was not taken into consideration when giving a new rating for the material. When the ratings changed by a significant percentage, however, the material was understood and accepted as true. While the initial purpose of this experiment may not have been achieved due to the constraints surrounding virtual learning and socialization due to the COVID-19 pandemic, a new conclusion can be drawn, one that furthers my original hypothesis. The information may not have sparked a rumor mill as desired, but it certainly showed how information is disseminated and accepted as truth with virtually no proof.
So after hearing about Dasani's whole, thing, I'm never drinking their water again. Michael helped me see that. Thanks, Mike.
Hearing that Dasani water included human sperm was enough for the participants to change their mind and lower its overall rating, even when no proof was given. Hearing that Melania Trump's absurd classist quote fit within the audience's stereotype, it was enough for them to believe with no proof, thus lowering her approval rating among the participants. Information that is both shocking and fits within our preconceived notions is easy enough to believe. Why should we even need proof, right?
The man of the toupee. This is on the front page of the New York Times. I don't wear a toupee.
Next time you hear something about a politician you dislike, or something about reproductive fluid, or shock factor statements, or anything with no proof given, make sure to question its legitimacy. Now, more than ever, words have power.
Hillary Clinton is a bigot.
Words can divide nations. Words can divide.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be the president and the vice president according to the ballots that have been given to us.
And words can conquer. Armies are not initiated by people. Armies are built because of conflicting beliefs. Beliefs sometimes not even based in truth. In conclusion, while this study is not necessarily a major breakthrough within the sociological community, I believe it to be an accurate representation of how information is distorted and used to fit an individual's personal agenda rather than that of truth. In your day-to-day life, make sure to always question someone's reasoning for sharing information, and don't let yourself build an ignorant army of your own. If you wish to read on the full paper for this experiment, you can find that in the link below. And if you were a participant in this experiment, thank you so much for your time, and I do look forward to working with you in the future.
I'll prove once and for all that it's mine, okay?